It's a very good bed for daydreaming, if you're a bit of a daydreamer. I'm Gabby Deeming, and this is my flat in the middle of Bloomsbury, London. I've lived here for 6 years, and the flat's owned by the rugby school. It's a charity, so I rent the flat from them. Rented flat or not, it's time to commit to this place. The flat existed already in my head as a decorated space. It was just a case of kind of ordering the stuff. I bought the quilt in India, in Jaipur, a couple of years ago. The colours in it and the way it has all these little tiny squares, I think it feels like a painting. I wallpapered the hallway in Japanese screen-printed wrapping paper from a brilliant shop in Covent Garden called Choosing Keeping, and I just think the colours are perfect. One day you can sort of look at all your things and you think, how did you all get here? Like, when did I choose you? Where did you come from? And then, funnily enough, I think painting it brown kind of gave them all a reason to be here again. It kind of gives a lovely ground to some of the more natural colours. So this little corner was quite awkward, and I made it into this nice little library corner using these white shelves which were built for me by Jarly. This is one of the little chairs David Seyfried made for our house and garden pop-up shop a few years ago. The big fat chair behind, the Poirot, is upholstered in a wool from Pierre Frey. Sometimes I watch telly here, get my delivery chips. I don't really have a desk, but if I was going to do some painting or drawing, I usually sit in the window on the little table. I started designing textiles a couple of years ago when I took a 3-month sabbatical to India. So these are some of the block prints for my dress business, which is called Day Dress. If I'm feeling a bit under the weather, I just kind of make myself a little textile nest, a little fabric nest of beautiful quilts and embroidered cushions, and yeah, I mean, I love it. I bought this cupboard on eBay, and it's really fantastic. So in the bottom half I just store dresses, and in the top I just keep things I like. I like to open the door and rearrange them from time to time. The pendant light's from Petit Friture, which is a French company, and I feel like it grounds the prettiness a bit. This piece of furniture is really useful. It's a Swedish company called Superfront who pimp IKEA carcasses, so it's really affordable. It's amazing how much furniture you can actually get into a space. Also, I can hide all my shoes underneath it. So I wanted a pretty wallpaper for the bathroom. The wallpaper I bought from Cole & Son. It's this recolouring of a design, a very famous old design they do called Sweet Pea. Sweet peas are my favourite flowers. So I did quite a lot in here. I think bathrooms are quite fun for decorating because you can accessorise them. The table was made by Brenda Nassarian, and I asked her to decoupage this for me in sugar paper. I like this print, which I bought at Tent. She's an artist called Sarah Fennell. Love these little flowers. I think what's lovely about the bed is that first of all, it's just a really good vehicle for textiles, so I can surround myself. The way the canopy works, it feels so self-contained, a bit like a ship that's going to set sail with me in it, which I love. The flat feels very representative of where I am at the moment, and I suppose that's because I've sort of just decorated it. But the decorating is really just the walls and wallpapers and things. The things in it I've had for a really long time, so it kind of does tell the story of a longer journey. It isn't just, I didn't just knock this up 3 months ago. Delivery, random.
Can I have a name?
Yeah, it's Gabby.
Okay.
Thank you. Ooh, Le Labo. Birthday present. I mean, seriously, I was so excited to hear about this flat. And I think it was on a Wednesday, and I flew home from France the next day. I came to see it on the Friday, and I moved in the following weekend. It happened very quickly, and it was a total coup de foudre. I was just like, me and this flat, we were like, immediately. It was love at first sight.